Welcome to Bizprac Software. In today's tutorial we're going to look at Bizprac's partnership with Alconsoft Software and the introduction of the ExtrAXION takeoff program. So we're going to start in our estimate list here. We have our estimate highlighted, the one we wish to work with, and we'll click our trade breakup. So this will show us our list of cost centres and our products that are all ready for us to complete our takeoff. ExtrAXION can be added to any level of Bizprac programs, and you can welcome to contact us at the office for a little bit further information. But let's add some plans and start our takeoff. So ExtrAXION will now begin to load, and we have two tabs down the bottom, a measurements tab and a WBS tab. Now the WBS tab will be our list of cost centres and products as contained in the estimate. The measurements window will allow us to add some drawings. So let's do that. We'll add a drawing here. Now you might like to have them in a folder on your desktop, wherever they may be, but you can use the browse to be able to find those. And as you can see, ExtrAXION handles a number of different drawing formats. This is the one we want to work with today, so we're going to click OK. Allow that to load up. And it's going to give us a number of options there, a little bit of a warning here, allowing us to set the scale. Now from the drop down option we do have a number of options in terms of setting the scale. We're going to set the scale on the drawing today. So basically this is just clicking on our first point, clicking through to our second, and then entering the information in there. Once that shows on the plan, we just simply update and close. And we can close our other windows here as our plan loads. And once our plan is loaded, we'll be able to just simply go back over to our WBS tab here, and we can begin choosing what we would like to take off on this particular plan. So we may look at it and go preliminaries. We don't really need anything much here, so we can actually get a number of these cost centres out the way so we can see exactly what we're working with. It might be that we want to do some measurements in terms of termite perimeter, so that would be length. There are a number of features and functionality of the ExtrAXION program, but we're simply going to cover the basics today. So in terms of this being the length, it will provide us automatically with a colour here, so we can keep that happy with that colour. We can add a description, categories, any number of extra things. I'm just simply going to leave this as it comes up on the screen today. We'll click OK, and we're just going to do some quick length measurements here for our termite penetration, or the perimeter for our termite information. Whoops. And as you can see, sometimes if you don't get quite right, we terminate the measurement at the end there. So this allows it to then be seen exactly what we've measured on the screen. We're able to see the quantity that's been measured. We can make it visible or invisible. If we're actually unhappy with that measurement, as you can see I did make a little bit of a mess up there, we can delete that measurement there and we can start again. So in terms of that, that might be a little bit better to do, and needed to be a little bit more careful with where I'm actually clicking our mouse and getting that information through. So just going straight to the end there and then terminating that measurement. So I've terminated it just there. Again, I terminated it too early prior to clicking, so again we can do that. So as you can see, even if something isn't quite right on something, we're able to remeasure something a number of times if we need to. And I'm obviously not a skilled estimator in terms of this, in terms of being able to use these, but however the program is a very easy one to use. If we're looking in terms of area, so we can move on to a slab formula here, which has got a square meters, so we're looking at then our area. We'll just go back and we'll take that measurement off so that it doesn't confuse us. Click on our slab formula, we're looking at our area. We simply click on area, again choosing the colour that we wish to work with, any details there, and we simply click on our start and finish areas there and continue through. So this just allows us then to complete our takeoff measurement and terminate. And you'll see we have our measurements here. Again, we can take that off and we can start looking at doing maybe some counts. So just some simple information that's required at the moment. So possibly we're looking at some windows. So let's look at some windows here. We're just going to simply do a count and we click OK, and let's do a quick count on these windows. Now obviously I haven't got this estimate set up accurately, but we've got the information simply to show what we're actually looking at. Then we've got a sliding door here. Again, we'll do a count, click OK, we're happy with that, and again terminate the measurement. So all of this information, we can do a complete takeoff. We can now say, oh, I have an appointment, I need to leave. So we can actually exit now, and this will take us back to our program, to our estimate listing here. We now have some information in here. So we can see we've got our slab. This was the takeoff quantity. Now if we do try to click onto that quantity to make changes to it, it will alert us that this measurement was calculated in ExtrAXION. So we will need to go back into ExtrAXION and either delete or remeasure that area if we require. But as you can see, it's a way of doing a takeoff in a relatively quick process. Obviously, we've only looked at some very, very simple functionality today, but there is a lot more that ExtrAXION has to offer in terms of working in conjunction with your Bizprac program. So please feel free to give us a call at the office and have a chat about adding ExtrAXION to your subscription, and we look forward to hearing you. Thank you for joining us at Bizprac Software.